Okie dokie artichokes, we got Google Forms Level 2 right here. So in this one, we're going to take some of those main concepts that we learned in Level 1, but we are going to make quizzes here. So I'm at my Google Forms right here, and I have the option of starting with a blank quiz right here or just a blank form. And I'm going to start with a blank form and just show you what would happen if I chose a blank quiz. So I'm going to choose a blank form here. So when we're thinking about using Google Forms for quizzes, we're trying to assess ourselves or assess other people. So this could be something that you as a group create to study for something, or maybe you do want to quiz people on certain things, anything like that. So a couple things that we're going to do. We are going to customize this. So we're going to click this customize theme button right here, and I could choose an image right here. If I look, there's a variety of them here, or I can upload my own. But let's say we're just going to go with this and this right here, and I could change some of the colors, the theme colors, background color, some different font style, different things like that. So we got our theme there. We're going to go to our settings right here. I want to make sure I'm collecting email addresses right here. I am going to limit this to one response. Let's see, that's good. I might actually do shuffle question order just so that people aren't cheating here. I might say, thanks for taking my quiz, something like that. But then under quizzes, this is the difference right here. This is really the only thing that changes if I do a blank form or a blank quiz. This is just on. And I don't know if you're allowed as a student yet to do this, but this is what teachers would do sometimes to make you only stay on this one tab so that you're not going to other tabs for answers. You could turn that on or off. Variety of things right here. This means that they'll get their grade right away. This means that the teacher's going to check it to make sure everything was right before they do that. And then some different things that I could let them see. So I'm going to save that. All right, so when I'm making a quiz, there's obviously going to be some things. I want these questions to be required because I want them to answer them, but I don't want to always have to do this, make questions required. I'm actually going to go to my three dots right here. I'm going to click Preferences. I'm going to make questions required, and I could change the default quiz point value. So right now every question would default to 2, but I'm just going to change it to 1. I'm going to press save right there. So now every question, delete this one. So every question, it's automatically required and 1 point right there. So I could do a variety of questions right here. There's only a few that allow for automatic grading, like what's the first letter, and I'm going a little funky here, and A, B, C, D. So once I make a question like this, I do need to go to my answer key, choose the right answer, and with these I'm able to add answer feedback. So if I wanted to say for incorrect answers, go learn your alphabet. And maybe I do a YouTube video of a ABC song. So I can add that so that if they get it wrong, they'll have something right here to go learn so that they can get it right next time. For correct answers, yes, A is the first letter. And maybe I could send them to a link somewhere else if I wanted to. I'm going to save that. So there we go right there. I'm going to add another question, and I'm going to make this a checkbox question. And which of the two, actually let's change that. Choose the 2 letters. And we'll go A, 1, 2, B, 3, 4, 9, 10. So I could do that right there. It's required. My answer key is going to be A and B, obviously. Okay, and I'm going to go back to edit question. Remember that I'm able to do some response validation right here to where I could say select exactly 2. And I could say choose only 2 options. And that limits my respondents from selecting all of these or only selecting one so that they can't get it wrong that way. So sometimes that's nice. Sometimes maybe you want them to do that. And so I could do something like, we'll do a short answer here. What is my name? The answer key. I could add some different correct answers. I could do Mr. DeGroat. I could do Mr. DeGroat without a space. I could do Mr. DeGroat without a period. Maybe I'll do Mr. DeGroat without a space. And I could say mark all other answers incorrect. So if it's not one of these, it's going to be incorrect. Okay, some other things that we could do. We could say like, which is a mammal? And it's going to be a multiple choice. And I'm just going to add an image right here. I'm going to search right here. And so I'm going to say bear. We'll get a picture of a bear here. I get in there. I'm going to do fish. And we'll see. Last one. We'll make a snake of some sort. And so maybe I say like bear, fish, snake, something like that. And so we'll mark that one correct right there. So I can use images that can help my reader as well. Now I could actually make a question and use an image in the question. So let me search for that bear. I'll do a different bear this time. What, and I forget, is it family, animal, class? What class does this animal belong to? And I could say mammal, amphibian, reptile, bird, fish, something like that. Give it an answer key, and it is mammal. So I can use an image like that. Another thing I could do is I can add a video in here. So I could type something right here, and maybe I'm going to use this video right here. Video about mammals. I can now add a question and say, what is one characteristic, actually, which of the following characteristics do mammals have? Something like that. Live birth, lay eggs, fly, cold-blooded. We'll do our answer key, live birth right here. And when I was typing this question, it assumed, oh, this would be a checkbox question because you would check multiple of them. But in reality, there's only one right answer, so I'm going to change it to multiple choice right there. So now they have to watch this video and then they can answer this question right here. So once I have all of that, I am able to send this out. I'm just going to go ahead though and preview it and take this quiz right here to show you. And so we'll go with Mr. DeGroat. And I realize, I made a mistake. So you see how I put that video in there? Well, this question right here was supposed to go with that video. But remember at the beginning I did that shuffle answer or shuffle question, so things got messed up. So I'd actually go back and take that off right there. So we'll go boom, boom, and submit. Okay, and then I can view my score right here. So this is for me as the person who took it. I could see my score. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about though. I think that was under settings. I did general is under presentation, shuffle question order. I'm going to take that off since I'm actually using that video right there. So now if I took this again, I can only do it once, so I could view my score again. But now, as a person who created this, I could see my responses. I could see who's responded, some different breakdown of how my people scored. what's a bar graph here of their different choices and things like that. So that gives me some data on that. And I can make a spreadsheet from that as well to manipulate that data even more.